like a seismic hit. Lead synths tearing through the endless grid. Every movement pulling time apart, syncing with the speed of a restless heart.
Hi-hat spark in a fractured spin, pressure squeezing everything within. Rising tone stretched like a final gasp before the drop falls with the violent clasp.
Hyperline collapse, shaking the ground, breaking through the night with a raging sound. Running with the force of a loaded blaze, lost inside the storm of the neon haze. Kick drum fires in a ruthless strike. Patterns warp fast as they start to spike. Glitching voices cut with a static flare, ripping through the dark in a frantic snare.
Breakdown melts in a hollow drift, silence bending with a subtle shift. And the surge returns like a crashing tide, pulling all the chaos back inside.
Hyperline collapse, shaking the ground, breaking through the night with a raging sound. Running with the force of a loaded blaze, lost inside the storm of the neon haze. Dark waves soften into distant air. Echoes fade slow like they're stripped bare. Still the pulse awaits in a shadowed frame, ready for the next collapse to reclaim. Bass erupts loud like a bursting flame. Lead synth spirals through the sonic frame. Every step lands with a trembling glow, pulling me faster as the rhythms grow. Lights blur quickly in a heated spin, pressure crawling underneath my skin. Resistors climb up with a tightening breath, ready to erupt with a sudden death. Shifting through the air, breaking every wall with a brutal flare. Running through the fire of a restless night, carried by the beat in a blazing flight. Blazing flight. Sharp disregard. Breakdown crumbles in a fragile Sparks fall slowly through the dim lit haze. Echoes drift out in the fading phase. Burn stays hidden in a quiet spark, waiting for the groove to restart the dark. Bass erupts sharp like a jagged flame. Lead synth soaring in a spiraled aim. Every beat snapping in a fierce attack, pulling every second that won't come back. Hi-hats ticking in a rapid race. Tension rising fast in the shifting space. Rises stretching wide with a trembling gleam. Moments set to break in a roaring stream. Pulse victory tonight. Through the night, driving all emotion into blinding light. Running with the shock of a heated spark, lost inside the rush of the glowing dark. Kick drum thunders in a charging stride. Patterns twist sharp like they wanna collide. Vocal cuts gleam in a bouncing trail, piercing through the beat like a coated hail. Breakdown lifts in a hollowed breath. Silence creeping close like a shadowed death. Then the rise returns with a blazing roar, tearing all the limits off the floor. Pulse factory ignite through the night. Driving all the motion into blinding light. Running with the shock of a heated spark, lost inside the rush of the glowing dark. Pulse factory ignite through the night. Driving all the motion into blinding light. Running with the shock of a heated spark, lost inside the rush of the glowing dark. Whoa. Blinding waves dim in a cooling fade, leaving only whispers the rhythm made. But the vector sleeps with a quiet spark, waiting to ignite again in the dark. Footsteps echo through the neon rain. Bass hits shaking every open vein. Lead notes flutter in a rising spin, pulling every heartbeat from within. Hi-hats scatter like a storming breeze. Rhythms twist tight with relentless ease. Tension boiling just beneath the line, just before the drop hits right on time. Nightfalls drive a guide in my rise, breaking through the rush with electrified ties. Running through the noise like a glowing stream, driven by the beat in a fever dream. Fever dream. Kick drum stomps with the brutal pace. minds curls inward, slow and deep. Then the surge returns like a roaring wave, dragging every moment I try to save. Night bulls drive a guide in my eyes, breaking through the rush with electrified ties, running through the noise like a glowing stream, driven by the beat in a fever dream. Night poles drive a guide in my rise, breaking through the rush with electrified ties, running through the noise like a glowing stream, driven by the beat in a fever dream. Fever dream. Beats fade softly in a silver hue. Night air calms as the rhythm grew. Pulse remains low in an echoing line, waiting for the track to realign. For sonic burn shift. Every beat locks with a rising thread. Bass shakes hard like a signal spread. Lead climbs high in a burning wave, pulling every step I try to save. Hi-hats scatter like a bursting rain, pressure climbing through the sonic chain. Rise or lift sharp like a breaking gate, holding every breath as I anticipate. Rapid pulse merging with my chest, driving through the lights with relentless zest, riding on the flow of a glowing stream, lost inside the rush of a fever dream. Kick drum drills like a racing spark, lead cutting clean through the pulsing dark. Every moving shape starts to interlace, circling around in a frantic chase. Downbeat drops out in a softened breath, silence crawling like a sharpened thread. Then the lift explodes like a sudden flame, dragging all the world back into the game. Rapid pulse merging with my chest, driving through the lights with relentless zest, riding on the flow of a glowing stream, lost inside the rush of a fever dream. Rapid pulse merging with my chest, driving through the lights with relentless zest, riding on the flow of a glowing stream, lost inside the rush of a fever dream. Echoes fade thin in a trembling glow, still the pulse, some soft in a quiet flow. Minor tones linger like a whispered call, waiting for the night to make them fall.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. Rhythms dissolve like a distant dream, yet the surge remains in a quiet hum, waiting for the next beat to come. Trembling under my skin, baseline grinding like a charging storm, setting every thought into frantic form. Lights start swirling with a sharp ascent, energy glowing like it's finally spent. Tension rising tall in a glowing ring, right before the rush begins to sting. Voltage rush running through my core, shocking every heartbeat, wanting more. Piercing tone, breaking through the noise like they stand alone. Snare snaps slicing through the motion blur, dragging all the static into a stir. Breakdown whispers like a distant hum, tones collapse soft as the rhythms numb. Then the riser strikes with a sudden blast, throwing me back into the flow so fast. Keeping me alive. Sparks fade gently in a fading light. Waves grow softer as they leave the night, but the voltage stays in a quiet stream, waiting for the beat to reignite the dream. Echo reactor, bursting alive, sending every heartbeat into overdrive, riding through the shock with a glow and fire, chasing every note that pulls me higher.
In a rising roar, every step guided by a rolling beat, pulling me forward with a surging heat.
Hi-hats scatter in a frantic chase, rhythms tighten in a glowing trace. Riser climbs up like a breaking tide, moments till the drop can't be denied. Echo reactor, bursting alive, sending every heartbeat into overdrive, riding through the shock with a glow and fire, chasing every note that pulls me higher.
Kick drum drills with a piercing shock, patterns interlock like a turning lock. Vocal chops shimmer in a filtered haze, bouncing through the rush of the flashing rays.
Breakdown thins out into hollow air, silence stretching wide in a vacant stare. Then the build erupts like had been. Still the low hum stays beneath the glow, waiting for the burst to rise and grow.